Hoot hoot everybody, hoot hoot! I'm Vilhelm Vanderbos, the noble owl of Globie Generation 2 Equinox, and welcome to Weekend Art Stream. Hello everybody. Hello Himitsu, hello Miri, hello CL, hello Chaco, hello Anks, hello Fujisaki, hello Kuni, hello Mariah, hello Flo. Hi, how's everyone doing today? Sorry for the coughs, I think there's some hay fever stuff happening soon. And yeah, we say hoot hoot because I'm an owl. So hoot hoot is clearly the greeting to greet an owl with. And besides, you guys are also small owls as plumies after all. Plumies like these. Very sleepy still. Woke up late. Oh, okay. I get you. Got some tea and spilled it on the floor. No, are you okay? You didn't burn yourself, did you? Terrible, honestly. Oh my goodness, what is with today? Can we just restart today? No, just kidding. I'm sorry to hear. It's not a good day for everybody. I hope you can, we can still have a nice cozy time together. That'll turn to a good day, I'm sure. Let's make it a good one. Didn't get burned, luckily, no worries. I'm glad. Yeah, it's frustrating, but it's like hot water's hot. Hot water is warm and dangerous in its own right. I'm glad you're doing okay. Hoot kicked. Hoot hoot, hello birds. Welcome. Hello Kelp, welcome. Thank you for the wisdom. Yeah, hot water's hot. Glad you're okay. Yes, welcome everybody. Welcome. So I'm gonna be starting a commission today. Kind of a commission, more so a raffle prize, but also it was posted as a raffle prize, as you know, half body commission. So we'll have a look at the drawing process of that whole thing. The one that won the raffle was Citrina Shutterbug, and I did get the references in and everything, so everything is looking good. Hello Natsu, hello Joy, hello Nico, welcome. Let's have a look-see. Dun. Yeah, so it's gonna be a little bit of a. I'm gonna start from scratch. I'll show you the references that I've got. Let me grab the references here. Alright, copy these into here. In fact, I might just put that on a separate one. And just call it raffle prize. Look at me saving already. Not the actual thing I need to save though. Hello Goober. What's kegs? Kegs are no, kegs are barrels, the wooden barrels, right? generally called kegs too, depending on which word you use. So you see those little wooden barrels are kegs. Yeah. The reason we spam those is because when I played Stardew Valley, I made it my mission to place them very strangely instead of making them all orderly and pretty. So that is the running joke, that I will just place kegs strangely. Is this character development? I always save my references. I never save my actual picture. But I will. I'll try. Let me in fact save it right now. Art 2, raffle prize. There you go. Yeah, I drove some Ploomies crazy with it. Yeah, it was. I always try to do it better every time as well. So I made it my mission. Hello, Sitchi. Welcome. Yeah, so we're gonna be starting the picture. I'm just gathering some stuff here. Let's see. Do we have anything going? Oh yeah. I'm gonna talk about it when we start the art as well. But I do have an art challenge ongoing. Did you disturb some inner monks with that? I probably did. It got pretty bad, to the point where it was bothering me as well. But you know, I have to. I just, if it bothers me, then it's perfect. Then it will bother other people. Just showing a little bit of the chaotic side that you can expect on this channel. But honestly, if misplaced kegs are as chaotic as it gets, you kind of know how generally cozy the place is. Dun, 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 dun. So, I've been thinking about what kind of pose to take. I'm not entirely sure, so I think we're going to be sketching it in. Consolation is we didn't suffer alone. Hello, Snowy. Welcome. Okay. Well, let's get to the art scene. Everything should be all good. Yeah, okay. So you see here, join the art challenge, post with tag CozyOC. Yes. In fact, I think I might just bring up my my post about that. Hello Azul, hello Ariana, welcome. Nice, there's a lot of Ploomies here for weekend art stream. I like that. Let's see. Let me just find the post. Post. CozyOC. Have a look-see. Here you go. Join or enter. No. Join my art challenge. Info here. Basically, I'm curious about what your favorite cozy game is. So I would like you to draw your favorite cozy game and post it. Rather, I would like you to draw your character, yourself, your persona, your character, your OC in your favorite cozy game, and then tag it as hashtag CozyOC. If you want an example, I have a little. I drew myself as if I would look like an Animal Crossing. So here's a good example if you would like. This is what it looks like. Oh, it's transparent. So let me just do this. There you go. So this is my own entry for my art challenge as it is right now. Might do some highlights and stuff like that here and there, but you see, this is trying to make it kind of look like Animal Crossing. They have those noses and the general thing like that. Hoot toot, fun fact, owls can rotate their heads 270 degrees. So I've heard, but until I get a better pillow, my neck is pretty stiff. There you go. I love that you build a healthy community. Nice. Thank you for saying that as well. But yeah, hello Joe, hello Bianca, welcome, welcome. All right. So, the character that I will be drawing. Let me find that one. Stuck in the Raffle. Yes. Citrina's character, right? I got the option. Hello, Ember. Welcome, welcome. I got the option from Citrina because she couldn't make up her mind initially, I guess. Because the commission was for a half-body character. It was to draw, you know, either to other characters, to other streamers, or her Plumsona, essentially. Her character, her own character. And naturally, I picked her character because she won the prize. I would much rather draw a character like her character of someone, a Plumie that I know, than random other person I don't know. So this is what we're gonna draw today. This is what the character looks like. Like so. It's got a lot of citrus colors, so to say, which fits the name, I would say. And it's gonna be a half body, right? It's gonna be half body. It's a very cute character. I really like the complementary colors in this. So we are gonna be doing like a half body kind of thing, a similar pose, not exact thing. I don't want to copy the pose. I want to kind of do my own interpretation. Oh, did I say hello, Chaco? By the way, I'm not sure if I did. I saw you in chat. So we got the colors in. I'm gonna bring up a sub view window so I can have a look at that one. Sub view. And we got it there. So yeah, half body. And then we figure out the background and everything. So the pose was left to me. So I think I might want to bring up the hands similar to like how that one was. With a little bit of a twist, yeah. An owl keeps making noise outside my house for some reason. Yeah, they do like do that. We can get noisy sometimes. Oh. There we go. Okay. Hello, Remy. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, welcome everybody. Let's get on with the art, shall we? Okay. So my idea for a pose, like if we look at the reference one, let's see, where is it? That one has the hand up. It's pretty nice. With the hand, it's gonna stretch up. It has a like quite a nice, cute, feminine energy. With the general pose as it is. I would like to do something similar to that. Maybe I will change the angle of everything. If it was a full body, kind of doing these kind of like, and you call that pigeon toed? I don't remember how you call that, but when you have the toes pointing inwards, legs going outwards, it also gives it a nice, cute, feminine energy as well. So I would like to somehow still capture that, even if it's just half body. Something that is good to consider when you do portraits or like work with the full range that you have, right? If you do half body, you can show a bit of hips and then kind of get the pose down and stuff like that too. So I have a pose in mind that I would like to do, but we're gonna see if it's gonna work out at all, right? Because we can't just I can't just commit fully to the pose like I would like it to be. Sometimes you kind of have to be a little adaptable, you know. Let me get a holder. This here, yes, shoot. Okay. All right. So with half body, I'm gonna stop it a little bit after the hips, I suppose. We'll see. Let's sketch it out first and then scale it after. So I would like it to be still kind of upward, straight up. No kind of special lower upper angle or anything. You're gonna work with lighting and expression. So let's start with the head first. Oh, it's not drawing. There you go. Let's start with the head. We do a let's see, do something like I think it can be looking a similar direction. We do something like this, like so. I am very partial of not doing pictures that look into the camera per se. but that's still easily enough. We can modify that pretty easily anyway by just, you know, moving the irises. So let's see. Ayo, Joy, 5 gifted. Oh gosh, I don't have the counter. Where are we? Where are we? That was 5 gifted. Thank you very much. 223, is it? Dang. Thank you so much, Joy. It's been very generous. You've been so generous with the gifted members. Thank you so much. Let's see. 2 more for another emote. Yeah, 2 more for 1 more emote. Doesn't mean you have to do it, Joey, please. Thank you. You've given so much. Okay, we're gonna get the head like this. And nose, mouth. Mouth is a little lower on this. I need to also have a look at the shape of the face and stuff as well. We're just gonna do indicators here first of all. Yeah. When is the deadline for gifted? I would say the 12th. I think like 1 month after my anniversary, because that's when we started gifting a lot. And it's probably a little bit more than that, but that would be the safest one to do, because that on the 12th people's gifteds are going to start running out. We have time. Let me have a look that this is actually the right way. Yeah, okay, it's good. Nice. Okay, so the pose I have in mind, let me just sketch it out a little bit freely. We have the head here, shoulders, neck, don't make the neck too short. Shoulders like so. Kind of like this. Let's just give it a... I'm gonna give it a cat mouth, because that's what we're... I don't want it to look too serious. Okay, and from here, right? To give it a little bit more... like a little bit of that kind of cute feminine energy, without making it lewd, we want to kind of tilt things a little bit. Use a little bit of S shapes, I guess. So from here, we go kind of like a... something like this. Trying to get a scale for the chest as well, how much it should stick out, but that's fine. We can work on this for now. I might do it without the jacket, mainly to get the curves in, help out the pose a bit. Because there's a poofy skirt right here, so... And shoulder down here somewhere. Like so, with the hand kind of out like this. And the other hand was kind of up close to the face, so I think I'll do something similar to that, like hand here, right? And the cat mouth looks so silly. Hello, Laurie. Welcome, welcome. And with that one there, move it out a little bit. Move it out a little bit, like this, you know? Kind of like carrying a purse kind of thing, but not really have a purse. Something like this. So it's almost kind of in motion, almost kind of running, but, you know, we're gonna make it kind of have the hair poof up a bit, really take up a little bit of space. Work with this. Generally I think this can work pretty good. And with this we have to work with the curves from the clothes as well. to make this work okay. There's a lot of frills happening. Let's see, let's get a general indicator for the chest area as well. Something like this. So the head is probably gonna have to be tilted and moved a little bit, but we'll get to that soon. Here, there's some frills happening here. And okay, I get it. It's good to have a lot of references, honestly. It'd be kind of tricky to make sense of all the shapes otherwise. Kind of would leave a lot to interpretation, which is fine as well, but sometimes it might not give you what you want. So I'm thinking a pose like this. I don't think I can do much more with this here, since there's this is a very puffy skirt, so it's gonna be more reliant on the upper body to kind of give the energy that we want to give. Bit of a corset right here. Believe it's something like this. I'm gonna have to fix the shoulder and the neck, so it looks alright, because this looks a little silly. Right, okay. And definitely the face shape, because the face shape is a bit more narrow. It's not as the usual kind of cutesy anime style. This has a little bit more of maturity to it. It has a bit of a longer face. The mouth is a bit lower. You can get these effects from. Wait, I thought I removed this shortcut. Sorry. I've had this issue again with Clip Studio. If you hear me, Clip Studio, please stop. My issue is that for some reason, it just resets my program all the time. So all my settings kind of get reset. I made some restore points, but the fact that I can restore, I can like pull up a restore point so easily now, it just goes to show how much I have to do it. So I'm thinking of straight up just going back to Clip Studio 1, because I never have any issues with Clip Studio 1. And once I upgraded to 3, and well, I guess now it's 4, I keep having these issues, so. You know, that's not fun to work with. Yeah, it's super annoying. And you know, if you look up the problem, people are like, what are you talking about? I never have that. So it's one of those problems where you kind of feel, you know, there's people that have the problems, but there are no solutions for it. I even tried completely like wiping everything, starting over. And for a while, I was kind of hopeful that it was going to work out. But and then it still happened again. So, you know, fix your stuff, Clip Studio. I've been very loyal of your... It keeps my it keeps the shortcuts, it keeps my brushes, but the layout, all the windows get reset. So all the windows are visible, all the layout of the program, all the windows are like all over the place. It's showing like the color sets sometimes get reset too. It may just as well be me opening a brand new art program, you know. It's like it's really annoying. I don't like that. And I've wiped it. I've completely done everything from scratch again, and it doesn't even let you do restore points easily, because whenever you make a new restore point, you have to upload everything, like including the materials that you're. It creates a complete copy of your Clip Studio area, right? So it takes like, because their servers are not very fast, it's like everything from half an hour to an hour and a half every time. So if I forget a setting, like if I forget to you know, kind of I used brush, I used a brush and left the opacity like super low, then whenever I do a restore point, that brush is going to be opacity low. Like that's what I meant before, that one of the shortcuts I forgot to change it before I did the restore point, and now that is something I have to do every time. So yeah, all the new functions in all honor and everything, but having to do this is just making me lose motivation and a lot of time. So please fix your stuff, Clip Studio. Also sponsor me. I will give you feedback. Da, 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 da. Okay, let's just invert this and we work with this for now. So yeah, I've already looked around for some poses and I feel like this is the best matching one. It kind of matches the energy that I want with this. If I had gotten a pose requested, I would try like different angles and stuff like that too. But I think this is good. Then of course we're going to be working with lighting, make it kind of look a bit sunny, things like that. Just gotta fix the neck here. We gotta fix the face and the neck. Now sadly I feel like I removed some very important. Oh, this is the wrong lasso tool. There you go. That also gets reset as well. Ugh. All right. All right, let me make a copy of this. Save. Drink some water. You can change the music, why not? Let's do some of the art music. How's that volume? Dun, 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 dun. Well, the thing that happens, right? When you say, "Oh, dang, I never knew that was a thing." The thing that I've noticed with the new, everything's from Clip Studio 2 and onwards, 2, 3, and well, I guess now 4. I haven't tried 4 yet. Is that in order to make sure that you're not using your key multiple times, they keep connecting to the main server to check that, oh yeah, this user is logged in, everything good, you know. But if you were logged out for whatever reason, or if you like lost internet connection and then started up the program, it completely like resets your settings. I don't understand why. All the other settings are there, but the layout settings just completely get like reset, and it's like, oh, this is so annoying. Because it also resets, because when you go into the little wrench icon, right? You can it kind of looks like this little icon in each window. You can choose what shows. You can choose what options to have. Like I like to have anti-aliasing, and like specific blending mode stuff. I hide angle because I don't use tilt angle on my stylus, but that also gets reset completely. So yeah, it's I appreciate Clip Studio going away from a subscription-based model, but they're kind of making me regret the 3.0 purchase. So it's not that big. I keep thinking that maybe I can have some routines to work around this whole thing, but even those routines are not working. I've disabled hibernation on my PC because hibernation, I figured, like also doesn't work. That also made it reset. But you know, the most annoying thing is that and I'm gonna stop ranting after this little tidbit, right? The most annoying thing is that whenever you open a clip file, a project file, double click the clip file and open the program that way, that is guaranteed resets everything, and I have no idea why. I don't understand why. Okay. Clip Studio rant over. I might just miss out on a sponsorship deal if they, for whatever reason, they decide to be in my stream now. But yeah. All right, so we are gonna. I'm just. I was silly and removed my guidelines from the face. So we're just gonna eyeball it a little bit and then check where everything is. But look at the reference picture, right? Let me turn this one off. Look at the reference picture. Generally, you have the eyes, the nose and the eyes are pretty high, like close eye up, and then the mouth has a little bit of a distance, which gives it a bit of a mature touch, right? So similar, in order to give it similar stuff, I might draw the eyes kind of a little bit bigger, but either way. Something like this initially, right? Gotta flip canvas, gotta flip the canvas, because eyes are one of the things that will be they'll be the first to look weird if you don't flip and make sure that they look kind of uniform. Kind of like this. Nose kind of high, mouth goes a little bit lower, and then we adjust the chin thereafter. I should have similar facial features to the reference material. Okay. We're gonna be working on this picture a little bit on and off for like some weekends to come, because it is, after all, I'm supposed to be more of a scab style commission, not a very rushed one, so it might just see a little bit more polished than usual from my pictures. Collarbones connecting to the shoulders, or yeah. Shoulders are a little bit divided away from this with these little frills. Let's go into this part here. Yeah, it's also the person that drew the picture. I should probably give a proper credit for this, but the reference picture here was made by Lau Art. Lau Art. It's a very nice style. Very clean. I say clean, I mean, like, you know, that's not very sketchy. It's a very clean lines. Okay, this folds in here to the side, which is pretty good. What happens to... Do we have a... don't have anything from the back. I'm just gonna assume that it goes around the back. Hello, Big Boss. Welcome, Big Boss. I'm doing well, thank you. Figuring out the little ins and outs of this design here that for the raffle winner from my raffle that I did for my anniversary. So I am drawing someone else's character. This is Citrina Shutterbug's character. Let's see. So there's also a pendant here I need to remember, but for now I'll just kind of put it here and then down and then kind of be sure to make that one. Give it the rendering. Give it the rendering. Cleavage goes kind of low actually. Not super low, but enough to show more of the curve there. Yeah, I had a raffle going for my anniversary. People could enter for one free ticket via Twitter, and then for the amounts of memberships that they gifted, they also got extra tickets for the raffle. Let me again show you here. For instance, this is the character that I'm drawing now. This is the reference that I got. So we're gonna be drawing it my style. Okay, so we got this going on there. This might disrupt the shape a little bit here. So if we just take it like this, be better. Let's reduce the size a little bit. Match the original better. Okay, we'll leave it at that for now. Also, it has everything is kind of citrus themed in a way. So we've got like almost like orange slices happening there. Shouldn't see this much from that side though, so probably gonna have to do it a little bit different. Something like this. Dun, 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 dun. You're late, but you were here before. You were already here. Weren't you? Alright, so let's see. Pectoral muscle connects up here. So you get this kind of slightly little bulge here by the arm, which is not something I would normally even consider lining, because that's something you can do with shading. Always consider what you can do with shading only and not line out exactly everything. The lines should be the things that need the separate definition. But just hello Himitsu, should I at least say that? I went to another app. Oh no. Here we go. Do something like this with this. All good. This arm goes a little bit to the back. Let me see that. Oh, look at this. This just gets a little bit there. Arm goes down. Should be some frills that you can see here at that height of things, but then you don't really see that much more. And then the arm comes out. Let me see. I need to trace where this arm is going. Let's see. Elbow should be around here. And comes kind of up there. Kinda. A bit lower. I think it still works. Yeah. Also, don't be afraid of using kind of bulky lines. That's just this is not like absolute truth or anything. I would just say that instead of, for instance, instead of like straight up doing this line very rounded. No, it's not even right. Very rounded like that. Consider maybe actually, because the body, our bodies don't really have they have a lot of curves, a lot of like nice round curves and everything here and there, but sometimes these just kind of drop. You know, you kind of have this sudden like change in angle, and that's completely fine. So consider working with that as well for certain lines. Hello Chocola, welcome. Because we like the skin is just kind of essentially, you know, covering all our bones and musculature and stuff like that. There's some places where the bones kind of stick out more, so those will have the kind of like if you saw the shoulder here, for instance, you would definitely see a little bump in where the bone is kind of pushing. Hips have that. There's like hips are not completely round. It's good to consider. Hello, Albatross. I still don't always fully get the cooking and eating references, but I think that I believe it's a good thing, right? So thank you very much. So here. I need to get the rest of the outfit in a little bit by bit. Not completely sure how to go about with the top part here, but the BGM MLB. What is MLB again? Should I know that acronym? Hello Julieta, art is amazing as always. Why, thank you. Yeah, this is the raffle winner picture. The raffle from anniversary that I did for get a essentially a skip commission done by me. So we're starting this now. Rough edges I think is always nice. I personally don't use a lot of layers, so this is essentially going to be as far as the lining goes, and then we paint over this. But yeah, I'll show you later what I mean when I say that this part here has this kind of little bump before connecting to the chest and also the shoulder. But I'm gonna do that with shading and not actually draw it in, because you don't need to. It gives you like one of the rules I usually do for myself is like when I'm shading things, I'll use higher contrast for things like hair and plate and clothing. But when I'm shading the skin, I tend to blur it. I tend to use airbrushing here and there to kind of smoothen out the skin, because I always feel like if you wanna give the impression that something is soft, then you should also shade it softer. And not just kind of go with you know, okay, I'm gonna shade everything. Oh, miraculous ladybug, that's what it is. Okay, no, I wasn't sure. Something about this this pose kind of gives me a little bit of like Atelier vibes. Something that you would see in promotional art of like Atelier games or something. Let's do music. Let's do Deepwoods too. Right, so there's a lot of hair things happening with this piece, so we're gonna get to that too. Eyebrows, something like this. I might have to shrink the head compared to the body when I look at it like this. It just doesn't make sense. This is one of the good things about digital art, is that you just don't need to commit fully. Okay, there we go. No sideburns. Interesting. I might still give it. The way you draw poses, composite things are so fluid, very edible. Thank you, thank you. Generally, I'm just working on one layer, so it kind of just follows things. Like, I tried to build on top of it bit by bit. The ear there has some earrings. Should kind of remember that, I guess. I think this eye doesn't look right completely. Now it looks a little bit better. Okay, so get the hair going. You see a bit of the hairline here, and then it's essentially 2 bananas. Two bananas. One banana. And 2 bananas. This hair, like the how much I'm puffing this up is very Pokemon in a way. And then it meets up at the top. So yeah, two bananas, and then a lot of extra hair, as you can see. A lot of extra, a lot of the actual hair that is kind of has a little bit of wavy, curly quality to it, like this. There we go. For a little bit. Bring a little bit more of the curls in back here. And very fluffy, very poofy, very nice. Yeah, banana is something from my senpai, Sarugaku Leon from Globie Generation 1. When he drew me, he was like, oh, looking at my hair, it's like, oh my gosh, that hair though. And then he kind of said like, okay, no, it's like 5 bananas when you look at my hair, right? Funny enough, I really love that whole comparison to calling it bananas. So when you look at my hair, it's just kind of like face there, right? Let's just do a very simple face. And then, yeah, it's supposed to be bundles, hair bundles, you know, but bananas is fun because you just kind of do 1 banana, and then 2 banana, 3 banana up there, and then kind of 4, and was it like a 5 banana? That's the base setup for my hair, you know. And then you kind of just develop them a little bit more. I think it's so funny. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, that's like I found it really funny, and it's very one of those. It's banana hair is really good for. I feel like it's a really good mnemonic, kind of a way to consider and think and look at a character in general, because the hair bundles is kind of the main big shapes. Like if you were to do a character with as few details as possible, essentially, then you know you kind of see them as these separate pieces that of course have detail in their own, on their own. But Citri's hair does not have a bunch of different things going all over the place. It's essentially just they are details, the little curves that helps in here. Hello, Harry, welcome. Cookies for everybody. Thank you. Ba-da-da-ba-ba-ba. We're gonna leave the other arm out of this for a little bit, because I don't think these... Okay, another good thing to consider when you're doing hand and poses and stuff like that is that draw the hand first. You want to draw the shoulder and the hand first, because the arms are like pivot points. You can essentially, as long as you can reach it, as long as it's in your area of reach, you can place your hand wherever you want in that sphere of reach. And you can also rotate your arm in different ways. Like if you were to kind of put your hand up in front of you, like, you know, saying stop or whatever, the most normal way to do it is that with your elbow pointing down, right? It's I'll give an example here. This is us right now, just standing there, and if I were to tell you to put your hand up to kind of say stop, you know, it's like the hand right there. Normally it would kind of go this way, you know, you have arm, shoulder, hand, shoulder, and then you just do it like this, stop. But keeping the hand locked where it is, you could essentially, you know, swivel your arm to look like this, you know. And that's a really bad that's a bad angle, but instead of you could essentially move your elbow to all these points around it, you know. Your arm could go out and back in. For whatever reason, you're sticking out your elbow to the side, but your hand still stays there. So with that kind of pivot point in mind, if you draw where the hand is first, then you can connect the two pieces, as long as it's you know, doable. So we are gonna draw a hand. Now I'm not completely floating hand method is big. Yeah, exactly. These are good stuff. So we gotta consider the hand as well. What hand are we gonna draw, right? What hand are we gonna draw? So I have one option, which is hand outwards, which would fit. Could actually put the hand kind of up here, facing upwards, and then kind of use that as a little shade on the face because the sun is coming from this direction. We could do it that way. Or we just kind of do it a little bit more like the original, the reference picture does, which has just a hand up here, kind of more like kind of holding up a purse kind of thing. Because I keep saying this has a lot of cute feminine energy with the very playful kind of cute pose. But I think I'm very tempted to do a like covering from light, and then we can put light on the face and stuff. Like, that would be nice. Yeah, let's try that. Okay, so we need to move the hand out away from that then. Thumb in towards the body. Okay, let's draw a hand. Let's draw a hand. I mean, I'm gonna do this on a separate layer because it just makes it easier. Thumb. Something like this, maybe. I'm just looking at my own hand, how I would hold it. Yeah, and then I think I would want to do a kind of a hand that has finger up, finger, like, give it a little bit of a cutesy style to it, you know. Like, I don't know how to explain it better. We do the index finger there. The other ones can probably bend in a little bit more. These tend to move together, ring finger and middle finger. Kind of move together, and then you have like the pinky finger moves independently to a degree. So that one can look interesting and be here again. Probably separate from everything else. This pose of the fingers is really tricky because I am not. Those fingers are not curling up as if a fist, you know. Like if I were to do a, it's not this kind of hand where the fingers are all curled up and one finger is sticking up. Man, that's not a good finger. they're not curled up into the palm like this, you know? They're not pointing. These are a bit more like, these are slightly stretched out. Just the first knuckle is kind of stretched out. So I think we're gonna use this kind of hand. And then rescale it to a size that actually works. Probably gonna have to reshape them a little bit better. Okay, so this hand clearly too small for the face. If you put your hand up next to your face, you kind of see a little bit of a much more relaxed fingies. Make the hand a little thinner. So then we're lifting it a little higher there, see? Oops, that's not what I need to press. There you go. So this is being lifted a little bit higher so as to kind of maybe block the sun from there. So then this arm doesn't make sense. But this is more like, this is gonna cast shadow over, like, you know, face a little bit. So that said, this arm doesn't make any sense anymore. So let's just grab that sleeve. We can probably still use the sleeve. We'll see though. Let's hide that sleeve. Hide the sleeve and connect the dots. We have two joints to connect. We have this part here and this part here. Now this, because the arm is lifted, I can't just connect them from here, because whenever you lift your arm, your shoulder also lifts up. So this means we're gonna have to redraw this a little bit. Let me make a copy. Because now suddenly the shoulder is not here anymore. It's actually lifted a little bit higher. It's like up here now. And the elbow is around there, a little bit lower, I think. Elbow is about at the height of the your belly button. So I just kind of do this kind of circular motion to see where the elbow would be. Maybe a little bit further out. This is kind of tricky to eyeball. But I'm also not very concerned, not very scared it's not gonna work out, because with digital art you can always go in and fix it a little bit later, you know? So it'll be something more like this, right? With some foreshortening, this arm is actually moving out towards us, not to the side. And then we can actually just draw this part of the arm independently from the other. Dun, 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 dun. A lot of these lines I'm going to go back through again and double check. There are some sleeves over this though, so we kind of just need the base lines in there. That's looking more like it. Building it like that? Yeah, okay. We're gonna have another look through this later as well anyway, so... But yeah, hello Milana, hello Red Bouncer. Didn't know you were drawing me. Well, I am not. If it happens to look like you, then I guess I am kinda. This is the Raffle winner picture. And yeah, since this is not a specific tutorial stream, I'm just saying things as I go about it. So pardon if it goes a bit fast. I just really like to share the thought process. And if you have any questions, of course you can ask, and maybe we can make it a little thing. But other than that, I am just kind of going about my own thing. This one up to this point has the frills here, I think. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of folds in this as well, so that'll be interesting to shade later. Now this arm looks a bit doesn't look right, so at this point it would be just better to have a lot more references. Probably needs to bend out a little bit more. Yeah, makes more sense. Nice and messy, and no problem, CL. You get some rest. Okay, we're leaving that like that for now to create the rest of the picture. Gotta be careful with tangents now that the arm is so close to the hair. So let's see. Let's have a look. See how we can move this away. This is good though, because that means that this piece of hair that we have here is a little bit more visible. You can use the curl a little bit. There's a braid here as well that goes to the back, I think. I'm not sure. Let me have a look at the picture. Looks like it's going to the back. Doesn't go around everything though, so it goes to the side little ribbon thing there. It's my first time joining an art stream here, but I find the feather brush so silly. It's a magical feather brush. Obviously. Welcome, Nira-kun. Welcome, welcome. Dun, dun, dun. Alright, do that there. Okay, now we can draw this piece back, and it's gonna bend a little bit this way because of the new shape of the shoulder. Thank you, Maria. Okay. Nice. The other hand, I think, was placed pretty all right. We just need to, obviously, yeah, I like this. I like this kind of motion, and it's going somewhere. And we put the other hand a little bit more kind of angled away from the body. So this is kind of facing away from the body. Size is about right. This is the back of the hand with the knuckles. Do a Dango's been rubbing off? What? In what? No, he would say period. Let's see. And Regina George, I have no idea what that is. We just leave the hand kind of like that, and then we just do the indication. I'm thinking of a completely different character whenever I put emphasis on obviously, but yeah. If it's not obvious by the way I say it, then if you know, you know, I guess. Okay, something like this. Okay, the base sketch is falling into place pretty good. Let's save, let's hydrate. Sip sip. I just have water today. What are you saying? Yeah. Es muy importante to maintain hydrated. Okie dokie, nice, very good. Next, yeah, we don't need to bring in the hair behind this hand. It could just come back flowing like there. Now, there. There's something with the hair that just reminds me of caramel, because it has like, you guys don't see it, right? But I can show you this part here. See, it's like fudge, caramel fudge, you know. That's a nice kind of flowy too. Basically, all right. Basically, it's like a lemon sorbet sundae with little biscuits and fudge. So I see what you mean when it's edible, like it looks edible. They're really nice colors though, it's really nice. The blue highlights are nice too. Let's get the rest of the outfit in somewhat and we can start working on it. I don't know if I need to do the rest of this until we start rendering, because I could probably start render around now, which we can go back to the rest after, but I think I might still need the general shapes to be determined already. It might just be me being a bit impatient, wanting to get into the rendering already, but we should have the basics. Like this is, we're treating this as a commission, so we are working on the we gotta get the base stuff in properly. Get the frills in there. These can be as is. This can be simple. These are some more frills. Yeah. Some folds there. I have a very posh laugh. I would I shall have you know. Not really. I'll laugh with all my gut. Laughs enrich. It's either a giggle. What's a giggle like? Like that. Javiete. Hello, Fua. Welcome. How are you doing today? Oh my gosh, Fua, okay, for everyone that don't know, Fua is a sheep VTuber, also part of the Minecraft server I'm part of. And I was having a moment discovering the fauna, the flora of the server. I found tulips and lilacs and everything. I was just like, yo, flowers. And then also some ferns that I could not bring back because I didn't have shears with me. But ferns are so cute. Yeah, we brought flowers back, and we're gonna be doing some fun stuff with the flowers. Yay! The lilacs are pretty. Yeah. We're gonna go get more flowers, of course. So in conclusion, Bill is rich. I am, I would say so. I am very blessed. I'm rich in many things. With your money, maybe not so, but in your support. I consider myself quite wealthy. All about that fairy cottage lifestyle. Not sure about the fairy cottage. I just really like the flowers. Maybe that's a term. Of the service of these gentlemen. Ah, thank you. Absolutely. Da, 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 da. There we go. I think generally the shapes are in where they need to be. Some things are gonna have to be adjusted. I feel like the head is still a little bit too big, too long. But that is okay. We laughs in digital art. Bam bam ba-dum bam 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 ba-dum da-dum. I've had a fun time thinking about, like, because Fua is also very well known in all of the what is it, horticulture, is it? Bill has the Riz. I apparently have passive Riz. I don't know much about the one-liners, but people say I have passive Riz. So I don't. It's not active, so it means I can't really access it. Flowers and greenery, cottagecore. Minecraft build uses the same texture pack. Oh, nice. Yeah, we'll see. I'm looking forward to. I'm planning 2 Minecraft streams next week, unless something else pops up last minute. But we're gonna go back and start building some stuff. Give the exterior a nice little look too. Hello, Adam. I believe you got a membership just now. The stream is going quite well. I believe we have Joyus to thank for that membership, Adam. I saw your name in the list, I think. Okay, with this, we now do this, and now pay attention. Don't blink, or you may miss it. Points to whoever knows that reference. I really need to watch that movie again sometime. Shade, light, shade, light, light. Especially if light is coming from here, then there's light. Mostly shade, bit of light, mostly shade. I'm gonna still give this some definition. Light, light, shade, light, light. Okay, and we do some actual darker shading on this. I don't think the forehead needs to be shaded, just a little bit over the eyes, because obviously the other eye is gonna not be covered by the hand. Forehead gets light. Light. Bit of shading. Sorry, we're gonna block in the shading a little bit first. Shade. Not sure about that one. Shade here. Shade. Hair in the back, get some shade. This should be shaded. Hair in the back gets a little shade. Arm, shade. And light. Light. Okay. And as some of y'all know from that have seen my process before, we save, we merge, and everything is one layer, and we go. And needs to come along. One layer. Let's go. Let's change something else. Bah. Welcome, newcomers. How are you doing? How was your weekend? I'm doing well either way. Just relaxing after a long week of studies and work. How's your weekend been going, Bill? Pretty good, thank you. It's been a nice weather today. Been out and about. For those that missed me telling the story, I heard a crow sneeze the other day. And if you don't know already, I go around befriending crows and jackdaws. I usually carry around some seeds or nuts and feed them on parks that I frequent. And they get pretty close now. They recognize me. So I got to hear one of the little crows, the little jackdaws, sneeze. Have you ever heard a crow sneeze, a little jackdaw sneeze? Yeah, pigeons are nice to feed as well. Is it cute? It sounded like you would think if it was like a cartoon, like Hachoo! I heard the Hachoo. I saw the subtitles go Hachoo. It was very adorable. Yeah, I like the corvids. I like the jackdaws and the crows. They're really smart. The magpies, I've not earned their trust yet. They're a bit smarter to not trust random food givers. But yeah, they're little crows. They're very cute. They're very cute. Especially times when I don't have any more to give and they kind of still follow me around, trying to impress me. Because, you know, they'll either really puff up to be like, notice me, kind of, I'm here, I'm a pretty bird, I deserve some nuts and seeds. Or they'll be all like trying to fly into my peripheral vision. But some of them go really nuts. They kind of just like fly, twirl, and fly onwards. It's just like, whoa, okay. So they just really do it to make sure that you see them because, you know, you're supposed to. But at times, like, I don't really have any more to give. So they just keep like, just like two of them that just up the ante all the time. They just keep trying to go like impress me more and more. But yeah, the wings are very beautiful. Their wings are beautiful. They look extra pretty when they are when it's sunny as well, because you can see the shimmer from their feathers. Oh, he's literally a Disney princess. I've been told I have Disney princess vibes. Yes. Too bad I can't sing. Ugh, sorry, never mind. There it is. You can just call me a liar. In the jar. No, Joe, you've already given so much. I'll behave. Yeah, no, that's pre-anniversary stuff. You know, we need to evolve the channel and the memes and the ongoings. I can't say that anymore. The rainbow curly wig. No! I can do the sound without the nose. No more lying. Alright, fine, we'll listen to the cover. No one said anything. No one, absolutely no one. Meanwhile, Vil. Where is it though? Where is the cover? I can listen to my cover. I don't get in trouble for that one, but I can't listen to any cover. This one. This one. Heads up, might be loud. No. Yeah. 散々なのに会いましたリスマニアリズム愛やがったそいつ終わりの愛を愛そう言うだって起伏のない白黒映画は耐えられないさ存在確認剥がれた時計を再生確認 I can make you just like you Oh, is it a bit delayed? Really? ちょっと待ってな Really? Really? So there is. Very well. I guess I can put the same delay to the actual audio. That might not make sense to the visuals. It's fine. Let's go. Alright, let's try again. And まな解決法はこれからさ That's better? Yeah. 散々な目に会いましたリズマニアリズム愛やがった全部が僕の住みつばつです簡単な塾演じきって困難な道は言うだって起伏のない白黒映画は耐えられないさ存在革命剥がれた風景を再生確認 I can make you just like you この世界の片隅だっていたありふれた香り焼けさして会わないで泣いて演じるままに今いつかでだでだいNot singing with my full volume, so. フランス女性なんて当てにならない信じられるのは自分だからそりゃそうだろう蜜は地球を盆上という箱に押し込めてVocaloids don't breathe Hello, Ambient. 5時といて冷めたら灰になんて忘れるさ灰になんて後悔したって風に乗って流されて灰になんて死亡記事を眺める優越感を乗ったら夢見るの想像戦略成功法で余計予想性崩壊 I can make you just like you この世界の片隅誰かが泣いていた無力な自分を見てるようだこの先60円を有益に切って今いつかでだでだいつかでだでだ didn't breathe enough Whoa yeah Ba ba da ba ba da da ba ba ba. The giggle in that part. What the in the actual in the actual yeah, the actual song. There's a part the lyrics say hello ma. There's a part of the lyrics that say you can't trust anybody except, well, obviously me, yourself, you know. You know. So I wanted to have a little chuckle in there. So yeah, so that yeah. Hello, Oma. Don't worry. Thanks for dropping by. Thank you. Great addition. Yeah, Da Vinci is full of himself in that song. I figured I would try to do it accordingly. Love that song, so it was really fun to try that out. If you like that song, it is on my channel. It is on my videos. If you look at the videos tab, it's a cover I made for my anniversary, so you can go have a look with some cool visuals as well. And then go around and get intrusive lyrics in your head going la 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 ya. Sometimes I do the facial expression. Yeah, if I'm doing like a really angry face, like I'm supposed to be like grah, like make a like a really. Oh no, she's like I'm kind of doing those expressions too. I am very partial to slightly parted lips. So I think we'll make some use of that too. Let's see, let me restructure the face a little bit. Maybe I should have copy pasted actually. Copy paste. Oops. Blur. We are blurring. Figure out the lighting on this a bit later. Okay, face. Get some lighting. We should put a nice because they have very orangey. Citrus characters, very bright orangey amber. That's a bit too orangey. It's more towards yellow actually. Somewhere in between the two. Thank you. No, you know what? Keep that. Keep that one. Keep the orange. We're keeping the orange. We bringing in some multiply layers of orange around it. Middle too. And we bring in some additional layer of orange on top of it. Like so. There we go. Very fiery. Yeah, pupils are a little misaligned. We're gonna have to fix that later. And of course some highlights. It's not working. It's not working, excuse me. That's what I thought. Nice-oo. Ish. Alright. Alright. So face shape, eh? Definitely missed the spot when I was doing, you know, light, shade light thing. Okay, let me see if I can find some more reference for the food. Hello Liz, welcome. We locking in on the details, of course. We need to. I don't know if the slightly parted lips fits this though. It might not actually. The kind of diamond lighting that some artists use more nowadays. It's probably working best on the nose, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Hoot hoot everybody, hoot hoot. And all of these kind of splotches of different light gray, dark gray, they're gonna make sense later. Just gotta trust the process in this one. But I'd rather get everything kind of rendered out a little bit more than kind of stick around too long in one spot. I'm gonna do the face, make the face look interesting because it is meant to be what catches your attention. So let's kind of get that sorted out first. Here we go. That's a pretty good shape. Okay. Okay. We're gonna block in shapes a little bit more. I'm gonna zoom out and not be very zoomed in yet, just yet. I'm gonna block in some shapes first. I feel like the face is very wide. The ear is kind of behind here. It shouldn't be behind. At this point, you should see the ear on this side, right? So it kind of should be visible enough. We're gonna, for the sake of it, I'm gonna do a little bit of sideburn there. And kind of work around that a little bit. This is half body, yes. I would count this half body a little bit lower, but for the sake of the pose. Thank you. And we save and we hydrate. Sip, sip. Water, water. Go, go. I'm just gonna grab my sketch brush and we just go and give things some shape. Even parts here where it's supposed to be shaded, you still need to have definition in the shading, but it's kind of tricky to do depending on your shading style. Because I render, it kind of lets me still give it some shape, but it is difficult. But honestly, giving definition to parts that are shaded, it can just be something like shading it like this, you know? Like if this was if this was kind of cell shaded, maybe I would just do it more like this, gonna give this kind of V shape there. You get me? But it's not cell shaded, so we're gonna render this with secondary, tertiary lighting as well. A little bit of that. Let's try some of the other soft ones. That's a song. That one's gonna come back for Dark Souls. This was the Jump King song. I played Jump King with this song playing. No, we do the nicer art songs. There we go. Hiyo. Let's see. Cozy Rage Game, heck yeah. Has anyone got any advice on how to feed hummingbirds? They visit my balcony, but the flowers won't survive. Ah, well, there are some little cups that you can get that are flower shaped that you can put nectar in. Just plastic cups. You can put like orange nectar in or some orange juice and stuff. Not that I've just seen that at bird parks and stuff. Not that I've really seen a lot of hummingbirds. I don't know, not orange juice, but more so like, well, actual. Just kind of want a little bit of sugary water, right? You might want to look it up though, in case what you could give them. But these little cups, they have this. They kind of have containers, you know, like little almost little bottles. But then at the top, they have this kind of like almost like a gramophone opening, you know, that they can kind of just something like that. I'm sure you can find it somewhere online. You don't feed them that. Yeah, probably not orange juice. I was thinking nectar in general, but I guess it's more so it's another kind of sweet thing. I don't know if it's straight up like sugar water or something, but yeah, you can have a look. The head position to the neck is not a good. It's not a nice. We adjust. Okay, this part has a little bit of definition now, even though it's in the shade. Collarbone as well. This should be, even though it's in the shade, it's still like a white fabric, so this should still be a little bit brighter. Bring it back. The eyes maybe shouldn't be as bright, but something like that. This is shaded. This can have a little bit more. I'm not going for full-on realistic shading, like exactly where all the light comes in. We just kind of we're doing a pretty kind of a realistic inspired. If that makes sense. There we go, there we go, there we go. Okay, this part here then. Give everything shape as it should. Collarbone. And let's see. Something like this. Childhood candy. I really like some specific nougat thing. That was like, it's like, even I remember it being like made since ages back, but there's something about the nougat cream per se, like little statues of it. I really like that. Cozy OC challenge. I might want to make a little animatic short. Would I be able to play the audio or not? Depends on if the audio is copyright or not. Of course I would be able to, but I might have to mute it after. It's unfortunate, but the slightest copyright music will just completely demonetize the whole stream and video. So I will either have to cut that part out from the VOD, or sometimes I get the option to make it to mute it, but it's not always possible. So if it does have that, I might just play it twice and just keep it kind of just play it muted so that I can delete the part that is if it causes any issues. Darken. Do something like this, I guess. And then this part actually goes up there. And we do this part here, joint in the middle. Okay, I'm gonna change another song. So for the commission, right? One of the for this prize, it says like you don't get any bigger revisions, like change anything. So provide as much as possible reference-wise that you can initially. But the what I would like to honor is if there's something missing from the character that you feel like, oh, this should be like that. Because when I look at this reference, there's a lot of beauty marks, moles, and that would be, I would consider that something like you kind of missed the moles. You know, it's supposed to be some over the chest area. So then I'll be okay. Yeah. I'll get that. It's always good so far. Thank you very much, Chocolate. Hair goes there. Okay. Shading on the collarbone, thank you. Yeah, I think it's important to give definitions where we can. Oh, I remember that's a little slow one. Wow. Hydrate again. Watch your pose, watch your posture. Hydrate. Here, around here, whenever I shade the parts, I use a lot of blurring. Then I also do a lot of color sampling from around the parts, right? Because I kind of want to give it some of the shading that already exists there and not go in and say like, no, this color of shading, you know? So it's kind of just using what is around, color sampling, dark, slightly darker, lighter tones. It works the best that way. maybe over rendered the neck right now, but we are gonna put a necklace on her. Alright, I'll get rid of this, because it is not there to begin with anyway. Just a slight little bit at the top here. There you go. Hello, Sandy. Welcome, welcome. You have a very unique way of coloring shadowing. Thank you, thank you. We do. It is going to be colored. It is going to be colored after everything. I just do the shadows first. From bananas to this beauty, yeah. I mean, bananas. You know, you can just grab a banana and turn it into a beautiful ice cream sundae, banana split. I told you guys, don't blink or you may miss it. Yeah, welcome back. That's my goal for art streams in general, right? I've talked about this prior, that you know, you can do art and there's no rush in drawing. There's no rush in producing art. Take your time, do what you will. The way I build the pictures generally tends to be more of like street performers, like people that draw not as fast as them, but I kind of want to give that idea of that feel of you kind of watching it come to life, but it's not gonna take the whole afternoon, you know. So whether you were here this whole time or just came back, you still get this kind of like, man, things are happening, you know? And, or you come back and you're gonna like, whoa, what the heck, what did I miss? Those are, I'm really happy when you guys say that, because that is definitely the, what I'm trying to do. Deliberately so. Blur the back here a little bit, because we're gonna use other colors there too. I told you, don't blink. Not a lot of it is shaded actually though, but you got this part here at least. For me, I don't have the patience. I really want something to sometimes to complete the drawing as fast as I can, then practice drawing fast. Drawing fast does not mean building a picture, you know, kind of sketching, line art, doing nothing like that. Then I wanted speed as well, which is why I kind of learned and developed this. I learned and developed this kind of rendering style with a single layer. It's still one layer except for the eyes, because it allowed speed to a degree. It allowed speed with sacrificing detail, or like very detailed work, but you can add that later. You know, at least I worked my style around that. It's also what resonates with you. You don't have to do it this way. For me, I completely resonated with the with the grayscale shading. It's something that that I kind of just clicked with really easily and fast, so obviously I was going to go for that. I got that when I watched the Drinks as People stream, I would drop out and do something and then come back in like 10 minutes. Like, how long was I gone? Fast. You don't even notice it. Owls, they're not necessarily super fast when they fly, but you don't notice them, and suddenly they're there. Da, 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 dun, dun. How about the line art? I add line art later. Or I don't. Because I'm not good at line art. I end up doing a line, deleting the line, doing the line, deleting the line, doing the line, deleting the line. Sure, I practice for line art. I practice to do fast line art. I don't know if you guys know the exercises. You grab a new canvas and then you practice doing like line one way, line the other way, line the other way. Circle, 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 circle. Like, I do some practices like that too. They're good for warm-ups. But in terms of my own style, I don't use line art really. This is the same layer as a sketch layer. Line art is the lines we made along the way. Definitely so. You could say that, definitely. Just doing some shading here. There you go. Lines are an illusion. Line art is quite good though. Like if you're good with lines, you can do some pretty good stuff. I'm not very good with lines. I could practice to be good at lines, but I found this way that works for me. Essentially, if you can, for me, I have a little harder time, like a bit of a harder time committing to what I first set out to do. So this style, this kind of almost sculpting kind of a method works better for me because I can just undo and redo things. With line art, with the line art style, you kind of plan the picture better. Doesn't mean that it's not changeable. You can't change it. But it's a different approach. So that's why I'm saying that if my kind of rendering style doesn't really vibe with you, then there are other approaches you could learn as well to be really fast. One fun part about getting fast if you're the line arting kind of artist is that I've seen a lot of artists go doing a sketch, doing a messy sketch, a rough sketch, and then instead of lining said sketch, they clean the sketch and then they just color it as they would. Because once you've done a lot of lined pictures, your line variation is really interesting from the get-go. Because, you know, when you do line art, you kind of want line variation, like emphasizing if something is thicker some part, other parts not. But yeah, for sure, like go for it. There's so many resources available, and if one style doesn't work for you, if something like feels annoying, discouraging, and stuff like that, then look for something else, right? Look for something else, because there are ways to get around the tedious feeling. You don't have to do it if it feels tedious. Then there might be another way to do it, and it might even take longer. It might even take longer, but you will enjoy doing it, you know? Kind of like taking the scenic route, like enjoying the view while getting where you need to go. Basically, you essentially need to or can find a style or a Not even a style. The style is what you make. You can find methods and ways of working that align with what you want to do with your art. If you want to work on being faster and detail oriented, then there are ways to work on that. You don't have to worry about how to draw a building if you are going to be drawing plushies. You know what I mean? You can expand when you get there and maybe learn how to draw a building later. But if you want to focus on drawing plushies, then draw plushies. Worst enemy would definitely be art block. Haha, well, the saber to that is my monthly art challenges. Well, that's almost sounded like one of my that almost sounded like one of my promotional shorts, right? I host monthly art challenges for everybody to join in if you have a hard time thinking about what to draw. Now, currently I'm hosting Cozy OC, as you see here. Basically, I never pinned the comment, did I? Basically, for your Cozy OC, you know what? I'm just gonna pin the short. Give me a mo. Here you go. Art challenge. I got calling all artists. Hoot hoot. There's a new art challenge. Join my Cozy OC art challenge. There you go. Pin. As a way to jog your creativity, as a way to give you some inspiration to get started on something. Unblock that block. You can join the art challenges. And even though there's a deadline to make it for the feature, I would still feature your picture next month. If you were late to submitting it, no worries. There's no rush for that either. Forgetting to draw. That's all right. That's all right. It is all meant to jog your creativity in case you need a little boost or something to do. And of course, with the fun feature that me, myself, and moi feature your picture and give you some not some feedback per se, but just generally what I like about it. I'm talking about it, showing your username, you know, and you can be like, look, I was on Bill's stream. Look, it's me, my picture right there. I do by no means any kind of art critique, that kind of stuff. So I will not be redrawing your picture in ways that I feel like would be better or whatever like that. No, I just look at what you've created and generally admire it. Mom, I am an OG stream. What's an Oshi? Mom! You wouldn't understand. Wait, why did I do this hair? This is not the hair. We need to examine the hair. Okay, let's shade some stuff. Gonna break my streak and start a farm in Stardew Valley. Well, get kegs and misplace them. Send screenshots. Also, don't break your streak. Always keep the streak going. That's for language learning, of course. I think I've been a bit lenient with you guys. Have you, how is your language streaks going? Horribly terrible. Get booted. Anyways, beautiful art. Oh, thank you, thank you. Oh my gosh, goodness. Wait, what's that behind you? Are those 3 kegs misaligned? Ha! Got your phone. Now let's see how well you did. Heck yeah, Joy. Love to see it. Only freeze one the heck. Yeah, good job, good job, good job. Excelente. We're talking Duolingo, right? We're talking the lesser language bird, but sadly lesser language bird actually has a developed app, which is pretty good to keep practiced. So you know what? You know what? Until I get my own language app or take over his spot, I will still encourage. Because while I am the better green language owl, I do in fact not have a better green language owl app. So you know what? You know what? I will admit. Concord, I would if they would accept my duel at dawn, but they don't. So I seem to have a streak of a nemesis nemesi not showing up. That is my streak. I hear yelling coming from the other room. Yeah, I'm sure. The truth hurts, doesn't it? Need to soften the coloring, need to soften the shading. Okay, good. There we go there, okay. I'll duel him. Next for you, okay. You go ahead. Since he can't be bothered to duel me himself, he may as well duel my plumies. Okay. Well, I think the burns have been burnt enough. Might wanna get him some aloe vera salva or something for those burns. All right, let's have a look-see at this then. Armpits are so tricky. It is not something I generally tend to be like, let's over detail or anything. In Tekken, right? In whatever. Thumb wrestling. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys what I was saying before about the that little bump. here, because the pectorals, the pecs, connect to the shoulder, the arm. They wrap around, muscular wise. I don't know the exact things. I'm not even intent to draw it. I just know that they do. So for that purpose, we are gonna bring in a little bit of definition here as well. A little bit of the brighter one to kind of make it stick out a little bit. And in this way, we have this little shape right there, and give it some definition. Like that. Make the whole part a little brighter, because I think this line is a little too straight. But yeah, something like that a little bit. We'll probably adjust it a little bit later, but something like so. And then goes into the top, the top here. Hello Neon, welcome. There we go. Yeah, some art streams I have done as a art Q&A where you can ask different things if you're struggling with it. We've taught how to do bandages flowing in the wind and stuff like that. This one is mainly just kind of I'm just talking as I go. But yeah. Let's see. Also, I need to do something. Here we go. But you know, the art streams they stick around as VODs. Video on demand after, so. Doesn't Zitri just look like it could be part of like an atelier style game? Or something like an RPG, cozy RPG. The arm is gonna need some work as well. Why are we called plumies? Aha, excellent question, which I have an excellent answer to. Plumies, before I designed the little owl. That's a plumie on my head right there. Initially, the fan base, I wanted to call you plumies because I kind of saw you as each a feather, an individual, unique feather under my wing. Because I always said I wanted to take you under my wing as a way to kind of care for and teach and, you know, be a mentor for. So as each a feather of different sizes, colors, origins, and everything under my wing, we'll lift each other, right? So you lift me, I lift you, and we soar high in the skies together. Because I do definitely believe in that. I do my thing here. You guys show up. You guys showing up does a lot for me, and I'm glad you guys can have a fun time on my streams as well. So basically, the plumie, that's what the plumie name is. It also sounds super cute, and a couple of months in of debut last year, I drew the plumie mascot and revealed it on my first like my membership reaching members, like a monetization stream. So you guys got a little mascot in a Plumie. And a lot of the Plumie community has drawn their own Plumies with their own little colors and feathers and the way they look. Yeah, the little mascot is super cute. So that is basically a Plumie. Initially, just the visual, the mental image of a little feather, right? That could be any feather. Feathers come in so many shapes and sizes and colors and everything, and origins, and yeah. So actually, my wing should kind of have feather extensions that just kind of have a lot of different colors to them. But yeah, that's what it's. That's why you guys are the Plumies. It's a Plume IE, Plumie EE, Plumie. Yeah, okay. I think before we round up stream, I think it'll be in just a moment. I would like to get some folds done on this, because folds are tricky. And I'm not entirely sure if I can just do something like it's nothing. How are the voices in my head? Well, generally quite good, except for that one voice that just tends to sneak in at times. Other than that, I'm pretty good. Peachy, all good. Probably gonna need another. What? Evil. The shadow in the mirror keeps trying to. Look, mental fortitude is kind of like immune system, right? If you're tired, you're not gonna have the strongest mental fortitude to withstand any kind of psychological attacks. AKA, if someone gives you a really innocent insult when you're tired and cranky, you might get really angry. Even though it was not meant as such, you know? That's the same deal with Evil and I. He knows. And just messes and pushes buttons. Now, if you watch my lore video, it's on my channel in the video tabs, you will know that there were times where my general mental fortitude was not the best growing up after what happened when I was younger. But also in the cover is also meant to be during that time, so the battle with the shadow, with the shadow's influence. I'm here for you, let me out. I guess, you know what, he hasn't tried that, but I don't think he would try that. But he does kind of want to be let out, that's for sure. Tinyville, yeah, Tinyville. Smallville. Okay, how would this look? How would this look? What am I gonna do? I'm gonna be talking to the picture for a little bit, Bloomies, just so you know. Let's see. I'm wondering where this split personality syndrome. Yeah, kind of. It's I don't want to call it anything because it's just for funsies in the lore, right? But yeah, it says this is actually another entity trying to control my mind, so it's not just me. So, you know, just humor me for the sake of the lore. Don't start giving it names and stuff. Demon, yeah. You're still a human before. I'm an owl before Vil. Yeah, we're gonna do some folds in this, see how that works out. Now generally folds work in the sense that I'm gonna make a new layer and show folds have a kind of retract and extend kind of part of most things. But that I mean that this part is kind of being stretched. This part is being shrunk here, you know? And depending on the fold set, you can kind of follow the stretch of it in a way, where you have the convergence. You do folds like that. Kind of works half the time, also other times may not, because this is a very, very fluffy kind of sleeve that is tied up here, so it'll also get some folds up here too. So I don't know, we can try to pursue a kind of folds that are looking like this. Yeah. Depends what you got. Oh my goodness, please don't engage with people about asking, please, Bloomies, stranger danger. I'm glad it worked out fine. That's a pretty funny response, but let's not engage with strange people offering stuff. So I'm gonna try doing folds like this time around. I don't know if it looks right. I think this is kind of creating a bit of a tangent right here actually, but we're gonna try. You put on something. This one we should usually start with this one. Also it's usually a bit louder, so I'm gonna crank it down a bit. Folds my nemesis, yeah. See, unlike other nemesis, folds actually do show up and they challenge you. They challenge you regardless. You cannot escape them, so. And yeah. Let's put some silently waiting for more lore. Well, the lore is in the I don't know if you've seen the lore video. If you have, Fujisaki, then then I guess you'll have to wait a little bit. But if you haven't, then there's a whole video. It's a whole 8 minute long video with the lore on my channel that I worked really hard to do. So I would appreciate it watching it. Yeah, I would have really appreciated it. It's on my channel. It's called Act 1. Thank you, Miri. Okay, we got folds. It looks kind of weird. It's a bit too the folds are a little too defined. Maybe a little bit less. Maybe a little bit less. Maybe some secondary light here. Yeah, I drew the lore, did the recording. Still learning to do audio editing in a good way, but I'll make sure to learn that. Doing some voice packs. And thank you, Miri. I think these folds look alright. We might come back to them and fix them a little bit more later. Something I am a bit concerned with as well. We still got like 20 or so minutes to go. Is the hair. Har, so to say. We have a braid to the side, and then two twirlies on each side. Earrings we'll put in later, of course. I don't know if you would see the other ear from here. I don't know. We can probably indicate a little bit just to see if that would work out. Because why not, really? Okay, twirlies. We got some twirlies here. They're happening. They're twirling. Put some light. There you go. Twirlies do be twirling, and that is good because they do definitely need to be twirling, so that they look proper. I don't even think they need to break out of the hair like that I'm doing. This is just supposed to be its own banana. It is its own banana. Okay. Now, from here. Yeah, from here. There's supposed to be a braid going to the side here. Kinda. So we do a braid. How does one do a braid? Basically you can do a zigzag style braid where you do a zigzag middle, and you kind of, without the softness of it, right? You kind of just extend the sides like this. And then you loop them. You extend the sides a bit, and then you have this part here. Let me color it to illustrate. This part, it goes behind and around and comes out here. Then it goes behind and around and comes out here. And comes behind and around and comes out here. So you have, this is like a three strand braid. So in order to do this kind of braid, you do... Let me just close these parts up. Like that, see? I can straight up just use this one. And then reshape it a little bit, maybe. Put it like here where it needs to go. Maybe give it a little bit of... like this. Because then it gets the ribbon over here, I believe. Okay, merge everything. Bring some more definition to the hair. What app are you using? Collab Studio. Coripo Studio. I have version 3. Can upgrade to version 4. Might try to upgrade to version 4 before going back to 1 because I've had some glitches that I talked about earlier this stream. But we'll see if the upgrade helps. So something like this, I guess. I think that might work pretty good. Oh, right. The other hair kind of goes behind everything, so that one we can... that one we can just kind of let go of a little bit. Go. This music reminds me so much of like Trials of Mana. It's an RPG. I played it on the Switch, but I think it's available on other platforms as well. That's such a nice kind of adventure, like Japanese action RPG adventure style sound to it. Okay, since the head is turning towards us, you probably see a little bit more of this coin. Not really coin, but like ribbon thing here. Probably something like this. Like so. Yeah, good. I really like and want the app the app. What? I read app on chat. I want the hair to stay fluffy. Because that is one of the charm points, I would say, of this character design. Oh, the feather pen, yeah. There we go. All right, we got some folds in as well. That's pretty good, pretty good. Thank you, thank you. Do some of the other folds you don't really see, can just indicate them a little bit. That's fine. The arm is looking okay. The arm is fine. This twirl is a little more twirly than the other twirl, but that's okay, I think. If it's that big a deal, we can always just kind of give this a little bit more twirl. Tweaking one day, twerking? I don't think so. Please, everybody. Maybe if I'm ever a Fortnite skin that you can get, then yeah, you can make me dance. Okie dokie. Yeah, good, good, good. Something like that, per se. Yeah. This might be a little inappropriate, but heads up, I'm going to talk about the general rendering about this area. Generally, like, I don't know if you've seen what I've done over here, the shape of this. How it kind of looks like it's resting on the support, or how it gets the support from this top. Try to keep that in mind when you draw said area. Be it any kind of outfit, not just like a revealing one on this area like this. But the fact that gravity is a thing. Gravity does affect, so if something is holding anything up, then everything on top also. Again, like I said, right, a lot of the dynamics of posing and stuff like that has one part is stretched, the other one is kind of contracted, or like, you know, with this pose per se, like this arm stretched, this is contracted, this part is stretched, this is contracted, stretched or shrunk, maybe I should say. So with that in mind, that also goes for other parts that are being supported. So this part stretched, this is shrunk, contracted. And that was all I wanted to say about that, really. I just see a lot of artists that go like, oh, okay, let's put these bits completely unaffected by gravity just on top of this part here is fine. Boop. But gravity and motion and everything does affect things. All things. feeling maybe you can just put this kind of the orangey citrus pattern on top of this, like a multiply layer. That would make it easier. You can just focus on giving this the volume that it should have. I've said so before. I always feel awkward working around the VTuber assets, because people in chat have a tendency of making it weird. So the pain of an art streamer. Stay so one. Nah, it's alright. Okay, it actually just goes like this. Okay, nice. Yes, shoo. Right. Okay, again, stretched, contracted. So this part, these should have a little bit of folds. I'm not sure what to do about the rest of this though. The frills underneath making it a little bit tricky to handle, but we'll work around it. It's fine. These are frills. Might be able to just kind of draw them. Nah, we're just gonna have to do it the I think I'd rather do it the proper way. Usually takes a bit longer, but Dark light. Maybe a little short dark long light. It's like Morse code or something. There we go. And we get the general indication of the frills, that which we can pursue next time in getting everything nice and detailed. All right, so once again, I want to say next Wednesday on the late time slot, which is, starting in a couple of hours or so, I am going to be doing Drawn Together with Squeegee, straight up art teacher and character designer. And so if you have a time and have some questions, it's a good way of, you have a watch along for the how do you say that, for the Drawn Together. Yeah, of course, it's going to be a stream. You get to be here, and you can also ask questions, bring your questions to Squeegee or to me, as it's likely going to be about character design and approaches, and we will draw each other. My suggestion is to draw Squeegee as an owl, and Squeegee, who is a mushroom person, a fun guy, you could say, draws me as a fun guy. And, you know, just draw me as it is because I'm generally a fun guy. Sorry, okay, sorry, I will stop. But yeah, so Wednesday in the evening, at the later time slot, you can have a look. Squeegee is a great character designer. Really happy to have. It's one of those kind of senpai notice me moments. So quite an honor to have him on my channel, and also they're really a big advocate for the drawing challenges that we do here on that we started doing this year. So yeah, very nice, very happy about that, and looking forward to learning more about different character design approaches and stuff like that. A lot of their content, streams and videos, long form videos, are focused and are centered around character design. So I would suggest going to have a look. I really wanted to have him on stream because it's definitely a person whose content I would like to introduce to you guys, especially if you are like aspiring or wanting to learn more as artists. Their content is really good. And if they get very flustered by me saying that live on stream, then I might lay off a little bit. But you know, credit where it's due. They do a good job, so you should, if you can, drop on by or check the bot after. But yeah. It's just meant to be a nice, comforting art stream for both parties after all. So that maybe later I can find people that I vibe well with, and we can do some more collabs later. We're trying to get Drawn Together happen with Kuni as well. It draws a very cute. There's a very cozy. I would describe his art style. It's very cozy. Does really cute animations as well. I would say generally really likes Pokemon and stuff like that too. So it'll be nice and fun to do a little Drawn Together with him. It was adorable, I gotta say. Sorry if you're there, Kuni, Sura, if you're listening in. It must be really late for you, but sorry if I out you or anything like that. But he was really excited to do a collab, and then he kind of came across and realized I was I'm a corporate VTuber, which honestly is a fact I kind of forget at times. Except I just introduce myself as, you know, Vilhelm Vanderbos and Noble Owl of Globie Generation 2. It's kind of difficult to forget, but then the impression that would give to others, I just kind of tend to, oh, that's right. So I'm gonna do my best to reassure and soothe any nerves involved, because this is a really good community. So not only do I want to introduce you guys to these really nice artists, I would also like to introduce these really nice artists to such a creative community that is you guys. The Plumies. I think it's so funny how we've kind of taken to drawing Plumies and doing silly little things with their little wings, you know? With their kind of like the special ops Plumies that I think Joy drew with like holding like sniper tranquilizer rifles and stuff like that in ghillie suits and stuff. It's just like, how would an owl hold a rifle like that? But you know, you just draw their wings like hands. It's super fun, super nice, super cute. Anyway, I'd say we got some pretty good progress done this stream. I think it's about time to round up. I'm just gonna give this this top a little bit of the pattern that it has. if I can do it all right. Something like this. What are the languages you speak? Yeah, I speak in order of learned them fluently, I guess. It is Swedish, Spanish, English, and Dutch. Which Dutch is my weakest one, I would say. The other languages generally that I speak, I have dabbled in Japanese. I knew it decently at one point, then I kind of lost practice because I just didn't watch any anime anymore, and I traveled to Japan a couple of times, so I kind of didn't see myself going anytime soon again, so I kind of lost practice. Some of the other languages I know, I kind of know, are more kind of languages that I would understand given context and maybe if I ran into people and when traveling, but not so much so that I could, you know, go write an email to reserve a seat at a restaurant or something. It's not to that extent. And then you tell us to not break the streak. I broke the streak in favor of another one. I kept the streak going. The fourth language is really tricky to hold. The fact that Dutch still sticks is, well, mainly because I live here in the Netherlands, but yeah. Okay. Leaving it here then. Hutsu, everybody. Let's do the Hutsu. Here's a good look at where it's at. Pretty happy with this result. Save, hydrate. Save and hydrate. I think we can put nice little gradient on this to make it look cool. Yeah, pretty cool. Happy with this. I always like a rendering out in grayscale doing like this because it ends up looking like a little like a figurine, you know, like an unpainted figurine. Those are really good references if you're gonna draw like me. Actually, if you look up like unpainted PVC figurine or something anime wise, they're a really good reference. Anyway, back to the study. Hutsu, everybody, Hutsu. We say Hutsu on the channel instead of Otsu for thank you for your hard work. That goes for me for doing the stream. That goes for you for hanging out and watching and interacting in chat. Thank you very much. I appreciate it a lot. Now, I hope... Hello, Fayley. Now, I'm glad you learned a lot. I like to talk around what I do for art and stuff like that, like I've done today. Next stream is Monday evening. I'm going to be doing evening streams next week. I'm going to try that for a couple of weeks. See how that works out. So next stream is Minecraft. We're going back to Minecraft. We're going to be building more on the house that Dango and I have. So yeah, that's the initial idea to do on Minecraft. Might go into trying to build a garden. I wanna keep doing cozy building. I want a cozy build. So join me in building what we got, improving on it, and then later on we might change a lot of stuff around, but gotta get the house looking pretty, right? and then the farm, like with the animal area and everything. Yeah, we got plenty of stuff to do. So yeah, Hootsuite for now. Let's have a look if anyone is streaming and send you that way. And aside from that, I would like to wish you a nice weekend. Nice rest of your weekend. Before we leave, I seriously broke the streak. Well, see yourself out. I'm just kidding. I kid. Let's see. Hoot hoot. Thank you for becoming a Sandy. Thank you for becoming a Sandy. Plumie. Sandy, thank you for becoming a Plumie. Welcome. I'm gonna go make some tasty food. I'm gonna go cook. I've been, after going from metaphorically cooking to actually cooking. We're all Sandys. Sandys! Well, I guess I could say you're the ones that I want on my stream. Hoot, hoot, hoot. There you go. Oh my goodness. That is loud. I was gonna send you over to people playing Minecraft, but that's very loud. Smooth. Nice. Why does it tell me people are alive when they are not? Oh, members. Okay. It's a member stream. I see. I'm checking. If I can't find anyone, we just go. Ba-bum, ba-bum. I don't know if I can raid this person. I don't know. Oh well. We'll leave it there then. Thank you for a lovely weekend art stream. I will see you guys later. Stay lovely, everybody. I'll see you again real soon. Monday for some Minecraft. For now, we say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye. Bye. Bye. And of course, hoot afternoon.